And I now invite Mr. Benetick Kabua Maddison, Executive Director, Marshallese Educational Initiative, to take the podium.
Thank you, Honorable President. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I come to you as a member of a nuclear-affected community to plead for the total elimination of nuclear weapons. This accomplishment would mark one of the most significant events in human history. We all should know the devastating consequences of nuclear weapons, but those not from a nuclear-affected state or community, I encourage you to visit our communities and see the aftermath of the development, use, or testing of these weapons of mass destruction. In the case of my country, the Marshall Islands, where the United States tested 67 large-scale atomic and thermonuclear weapons, the health, environmental, and cultural consequences of those detonations are ongoing. These tests forever change some parts of my country. Some people cannot eat traditional foods or practice traditional trades. Some communities cannot live in their rightful homelands, in their own country. All Marshallese people are nuclear affected. Those who experienced the worst fallout or were told it was safe to return to contaminated lands experienced the most direct consequences. Women and children were affected the most. Women experienced thyroid problems and they gave birth to deformed babies. The genetic impact remains. We also suffer from all types of cancer. Long-term consequences of the contamination of our lands has resulted in a dependence upon imported industrialized food that has directly contributed to our people now having one of the highest rates of diabetes in the world. This is the reality on the lands of those who know firsthand the devastation of nuclear weapons development, use, or testing. Despite the experiences of these communities, those who are responsible, those who develop and continue to possess these weapons of mass destruction focus instead on maintaining and expanding their arsenals, all in the name of national security. Whose security? Nuclear weapons have destroyed the security of nuclear-affected communities, their security and health, and in making a livelihood for their families. Since the creation of the first nuclear bomb, Trinity, 78 years ago, countries with nuclear weapons have wasted trillions of dollars to develop and stock their arsenals. I suggest a better use, a just use of this funding go toward victims' assistance and environmental remediation. In 1954, days after the devastating Bravo detonation on Bikini Atoll, leaders of my country sent a letter to this body asking that it force the U.S. to stop testing. They wrote, "Land means a great deal to the Marshallese. It means more than just a place you can plant your food crops and build your houses or a place where you can bury your dead. It is the very life of the people. Take away their land and their spirits go also. Though the spirits of my people cannot be made whole, today, the International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons, I, like those before me, demand nuclear justice, and I ask the world to reaffirm its commitment toward a world without nuclear weapons." Thank you, Mr. President.